Welcome back, my beautiful friends. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, iHeartRadio. I'm your host, Zen Sams. Up in just a few minutes, we have our Travel Treasure segment brought to you by Navé. And today we're featuring Uneekint International, a luxury travel host, a four-time platinum recording artist, and influencer with over 2.9 million followers. Now, while the live music industry is back up and running and artists can finally get back on the road, the novelty of touring can be short-lived. A tour always starts out with the excitable sense of adventure, escaping the confines of normal life to go on a notable voyage. But as it drags on and the routine of reality sinks in and touring begins to dull the shine of those innocent first 2 weeks, it can all start to feel isolating and rather quickly. Today is Uneekint's third time on our show. He's here to chat music, life on the road, his plans for 2023, and what it's like being a music recording artist. Welcome to the show, superstar.
What's up?
Welcome back.
Man, it's good to be back.
Congrats on all your success.
Thank you.
All the followers that you have. And now tell me, you have close to 3 million followers here, but making it in the music industry is tough enough, but you've also amassed your own fan base and our social media sensation. How did you get started?
I got started when I was 7 years old. I met Michael Jackson. I actually met him on stage, and Rolling Stones. I was the little black kid throwing out memorabilia of whatever they were promoting at the time. And so I've been in the industry since I was 7.
And how do you keep your followers following you and so committed?
For one, I don't post all the time. For two, when I post, it makes sense. I'm going to post something that you're going to think about. And why did I do that?
Tell me.
Well, the biggest thing is what I learned in this industry is a lot of people post a lot of the same thing over and over. And if you learn how to post things that people want, or they might have it already, but in a certain pose or a certain video, then it will attract people to come to your posts more.
I love it. So you're very calculated, very well thought out here. You don't just post for no reason. You post for purpose, for a meaning, and with a specific target. Now, I know that you battled a little bit of a health scare not long ago. How is your health now? I know that you faced some scary moments. I want you to tell me what happened and how did it set back your career or set it forward?
Yeah. Okay. So starting off with how it set me back, I had to fight it for 2.5 years.
Fight what?
Fight pneumonia. And it was a hard fight. It was almost beating me. But I kept a strong will, and it just I made it through. It was so many pills every day. Like I was eating pills and tasting pills as I'm eating or drinking, because it was antibiotics and all kind of extra stuff. And then at the end of the day, when I finally beat it, I felt relieved, but I lost a lot of money at the same time and a lot of properties because I had to pay for medical bills. My career took a kind of a halt because I couldn't sing at all. I had no voice for about 1.5 years. So all I could do is rap. And I mean, rapping is cool, but I had to do something. So as I was sick, I still stayed in my studio and I still created, but I just couldn't go nowhere because I couldn't be around people. So the setback is I couldn't go on tour at all.
But now you can. So what is life like on the road? I mean, describe the contrast between being on stage and having that intense communion between performer and audience and traveling between cities on a dark, empty motorway, so to speak, silently making your way to the next gig.
So when it comes to traveling, I'm not like a normal artist per se. I'm an artist that is an influencer. I've been a brand ambassador for now 10 years. So when I do shows, they're not shows like performing. I could choose to do that, or I represent a brand. The brand that I represent, I make sure that I let them know that I'm representing them, They take care of my travel. They take care of my hotels wherever I go. I mess with a lot of people in Florida, a lot of people overseas. Like I'm heading actually now to Egypt because we have a travel club called Click Travel Club, and it's a company with Thick Media, and that's actually my girl. And we worked it out together, and we created this travel club, and we're bringing like influencers with us to see the light of the funness that they're missing in life,
And
like
get paid.
and get paid. Yeah,
Or get
get
some
paid.
free perks.
Yeah. Plus, the artists or the influencers or whoever's coming along, they get to not pay nothing. All they got to do is pay their little fee and to get a plane ticket, and that's it. And then they get to have fun with us.
You know what's so interesting? We're talking about the music industry, life on the road, touring. Here I am saying, what's life like on the road? And here you're telling me, what? There's no life on the road. I get flown everywhere, luxury, private jets, penthouses, the best
Yeah.
locations of the world. And that's the truth. The truth is that social media has propelled this industry, and where now you can leverage your fan base, your community, make money from
Yeah.
this. This is fantastic. It's, this is the way that this generation is making money. To everyone's point, there's gold in them digital hills, because now you have this array of followers that you have 2.9 million, and who needs a record deal? You got your own deal.
You know how many record deals come at me a day? And then I figure out what's funny is I'll get signed, and then they'll ask me questions on what I can do for them and their business. But here's the thing, it's like it doesn't make sense because I literally want to sign with the label because of who they are and what they could do for me. And then I find out that have more that I could do for them than they could do for me.
It's true. You are the value in the equation, and don't you forget that. So when you typically travel and go either to perform, so we're going to change the word from being on tour to your bookings. When you get booked to perform around the world, different locations, how long are you gone for out of time? Do you make a vacation out of it? And also, what's your favorite place in the world that you've traveled to so far?
Usually gone about half a month. When I leave, I'm gone. I love Chicago. I'm Chicago big time. I go back and forth, Portland, Chicago, Atlanta. I have houses there. And then New York, what I'm saying, Boston. I actually like Boston. I got friends out there, so I go there. India. India is one of my biggest fan base. I've done shows there. I have stayed there for 6 months. It is beautiful, and the food is amazing. Now, this new adventure is, Thailand, Hong Kong, and then before that, I'm going to Egypt, and Paris. Paris is going to be fun. So for me, I still have not figured out which country is the best place, because they all offer something amazing.
Yeah, it's yet to be seen, and the road will uncover that, and you're going to go where there is no path, and you're going to leave that trail, my dear friend, because that's what you do. You have a fire in you, and you have a drive that's unlike any other. Now, what is your diva travel request? We have about 2 minutes. I have a few more questions, but diva travel request. Come on, we all have one.
I like to be 5 stars. Period.
Love
it. I don't like to go anywhere that's not 5 stars. I like to be in the high rise.
Okay, good. High rise, 5 stars. Okay. Yeah. 3 top travel tips that you have for the average person.
Know what you want to do. Have a travel agency that cares about you. Buy the right plane tickets, because you'll be comfortable or not comfortable.
Love that. Staying healthy on the road. Quick tips.
Yeah, stay healthy. Don't eat a whole bunch of meat on the road, because it actually starts to mess with you.
Meat on the road messes with you. Very good tips, because you don't know how it's been cooked. If it's fresh, that's great tips. All right. And lastly, balancing relationships. I know that it's hard as a recording artist. I know that you're an influencer. You're always on the road. I know that you shouted out your girl not long ago. Now, we don't know if that's the romantic girl or if that's your business partner, but I will say that you probably have some wise advice here. What do you have?
Yeah. The biggest thing is when it comes to being in this industry and being with someone, you can't really talk a lot about it because people get too much in your business. But I'll say that she's a great business partner. She owns a magazine called Thick Media, and she's been doing so much for me. She's a publicist. So of course I'm gonna talk about someone that is a great person. She's just a great individual.
All
So
around good soul. Well, and it's
yeah,
important to surround yourself with good individuals that get your vibe, that
yeah,
want to reciprocate, that want to add to your ecosystem, that can offer synergistic relationships, and that won't wear you down or tear you down. So it sounds like you're on the right track with those friendships and relationships, and we wish you all the best. We are
thank you.
out of time, my dear friend. Thank you so much for coming on. It's always a pleasure.
No problem. No problem. I can't wait to see what y'all do next.
Oh, absolutely. We're definitely going to keep an eye out for you. Guys, you definitely have to check out Unique. Check them out, Unique International on the gram at Unique INT's World. You can also check the hashtag Unique INT. Definitely don't want to miss out all his cool posts, music, digital creation, travel influencer. He's all of the above, but more importantly, he's a really good soul. That was our travel treasure segment brought to you by Navé. You're listening to A Moment of Zen right here on 710 WOR, the voice of New York, iHeartRadio. That was Unique International luxury travel host, 4-time platinum recording artist. We'll be right back after this.